Alright, so I got frustrated with the noise that my laptop was making, so I decided to totally unhook it from the battery. So the sound should be so much better right now. I mentioned in the previous video that you can consider the first card as kind of being the general gist of the week or of the day, and the last card being last card in the stack being the card that dictate how things wrap up. Because I'm not actually going through every single card, every single day for you guys, what I decided to do was to show or read the last card in each pile. So the first, for Monday, we have the Eight of Hearts ending the Monday pile. So this shows that, this is going to be a test of dedication. Eight of Hearts particularly can represent commitment. It also shows, financial commitments might be involved or be a big thing. It shows that, the client that I'm reading for, she'll find security on Monday. Monday she'll find security actually within groups, her family, people who she can feel comfortable and let loose around. The Tuesday pile. The Tuesday pile shows that a woman will probably become tired. A woman apart from the queen, the querent in this case, the client in this case. She will more than likely find that either I'm getting the gist that this might be her boss. We'll kind of get a little bleh about how things are during that, whether it be a trip to school, trip to court, or whatever. I just see in general some discontent there. I also find it interesting that on Sunday we have the King of Spades, but I digress. On Wednesday, we have the Jack of Diamonds above the King of Clubs. So I would get the gist here that the man who is pretty much the topic of her, day is more so slow in getting things started because the Jack of Diamonds, just like in the Knight of Diamonds in the tarot, is pretty slow in getting things done and started. But he's very methodical in this case. So we can expect this guy to have a very pragmatic way of doing things, but pretty slow in actually getting it started and done. The Ten of Clubs and the Nine of Diamonds in this case shows that, well, actually we have two tens. So, we can, with this spread in this case, we can expect there to be lucrative travels and journeys. Now, whether or not this is on a literal level or spiritual level is another cup of tea entirely. And even so, we still have diamonds, clubs, and spades as being the underlying factor in everything. So even when, all the we have one heart. But even when all the emotional factors are said and done, there is still a very practical, pragmatic view, perspective of this, of my client in this case. So we can expect things to be busy and on a busy note on Thursday. Friday, she can expect to receive assistance or help in whatever is frustrating her that day. So I mentioned before that everyone pretty much, if you haven't seen my previous video, which is only like 5 minutes, you should probably go back and just take a look. In this stack, we saw that she might have some issues with her father, etc. But I'm assuming she'd probably receive assistance with her from her brother or a younger sibling or even a friend of her father's is a possibility. So that's that. And then for Saturday, we see, this dude is waiting for her to do something. Three of clubs can represent waiting. Now, I'm interpreting this as waiting because there is spades, involved, and this does not feel like, a growing business proposition. This feels like literally waiting. So, he's either she's waiting for him or he's waiting for her. There's a little stalemate going on. And then on Sunday we see loss of support from someone on a business level. Now, since we have the Two of Clubs, I will assume maybe it's this man that popped up on Wednesday whose support that she ends up losing. Alternatively, someone ends up losing a gift. Literally, the Two of Clubs can represent a gift, and the Five of Spades can represent loss or something cut. In any case, it's a very busy week for this individual. So, for more information about this spread, please feel free to take a look at my blog, AA999.wordpress.com. The link is also in the video description. Until then, be curious and keep a lookout for my next video.